Anthony Joshua sides with Dillian Whyte against Tyson Fury. Yeah, let's read. Let's read.
Push the weight and now flex. The live is more than the six. With the runner, boy, you nigga, no question. You will run a motherfucker high stepping. Hey, you never had a big enough weapon. Motherfucker never learned your lesson. I'm a 88 pack nigga. Woof. I'm a 88 pack nigga. I mean, day walker, drink blood, fangs out, full moon, motherfucker change like a hoe, nigga. I'm just a nigga from the hood trying to stack a little cheddar for the money.
Drew Titan Bros on deck. Shout out to the mighty LDBC. Boxing scene. Link will be in the description. Anthony Joshua sides with Dillian Whyte against Tyson Fury. Anthony Joshua apparently has no plans on being a neutral observer for the upcoming all-British heavyweight title defense between WBC title holder Tyson Fury and his mandatory challenger Dillian Whyte. Joshua, the former unified heavyweight titleist from London, claimed in a recent interview that he is putting his support behind the Jamaican-born, London-based Whyte, who is scheduled to go up against Fury on April 23rd, Wembley Stadium in London. I'm laughing because Jamaican-born, London-based Whyte. Just listen to that. Let it sink in. The Jamaican-born, London-based Whyte. Okay, I guess it's an inside joke. Whatever. Of course, it is not. It is not as tough. It's not as though Joshua and Whyte are exactly friends, and they're not. Given they've traded their fair share of barbs over the years. In 2015, moreover, AJ knocked out Whyte with a vicious fight with a vicious uppercut. There's a misspell here. Vicious fight uppercut. It means right uppercut. In the 7th round of their non-title bout, the O2 Arena in London. Knocked him out. I remember that. For whatever reason, Joshua made sure to make his recent show of support for Whyte a somewhat backhanded one as well. I'm rooting for Dillian, he says, even though I hate him. Wow. And I want to smash him one of these days. Well, this went left pretty fast. Joshua said with a laugh in an interview with IFL TV, "Go Dillian, I'm with you all the way." Although Whyte figures to be a substantial underdog against Fury, AJ believes there is a path for Whyte to get the win. Dillian Whyte needs to come in and look at what Tyson Fury does and reacts to and do the complete opposite. Work the body and be conditioned to go the distance. I hope Dillian trains hard and doesn't underestimate Tyson. Joshua also thinks Whyte will benefit from being potentially the more motivated fighter. Whyte has been clamoring for a title shot for years and has taken numerous shots at the WBC for failing to put him in position to for the sanctioning body's heavyweight championship. Wow. But it's because it's his first shot for Dillian. I think that he'll be hungrier, Josh noted. This ain't like his 10th title fight, and he can have that hiccup along the way. This is his first title fight for the title belt. Whyte's first title shot, however, has not been without difficulties. The heavyweight has balked at the financial terms of the bout, which favors Fury. The established draw and at an 80-20 split per the rules of the WBC. Fury's co-promoter Frank Warren and Queensberry Promotions won the purse bid last month. Blah, 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 blah. Look, the article will be in the description. Y'all go ahead and read it for yourself. Here's my opinion. I'm talking about this because it's news. But I've been very clear about this Fury versus Whyte fight. I have no love for Tyson Fury for obvious reasons if you follow me. I have less love for Dillian Whyte for obvious reasons if you follow me. I don't care about AJ because the universe is taking care of him thoroughly. He has Usyk issues. Okay? So, Dillian Whyte was champion for 8 million days, and I want to point something out. When it came time for him to fight Alderweireld, what did he do? Alderweireld was up next. And he faked the injury. I don't care what anyone says. He faked an injury. Because Alderweireld was going to beat that ass. But why fight a high-risk, low-reward fight where you was going to get your ass kicked when you can sit on the shelf, fake an injury, and go straight to Tyson Fury, and then got here and tried to argue about money. I knew that wasn't going to last. But you know what I didn't hear? I didn't hear anybody screaming about 6 million days, 8 million days. Silver champion, a silver belt that don't mean shit. But moving on. I didn't hear him or his fan base that since like gone silent, at least over here stateside they did. Nothing. So he gets to fight. First press conference, he doesn't show up. No backlash. Like I said, man, these fan bases, and I'm talking about in the United States, these three guys in the picture, they never had fans over here. Tyson Fury never had fans over here. That was proven when he had 2 events over here, and they had to give away tickets. The man ain't got no fans over here. Dillian Whyte, it's worse because no one's checking for him. No one knows him. And you Google him, you see him getting knocked around. He's getting slept by the right uppercut by AJ. And the other thing was another uppercut by Alexander Povetkin. Now, he avenged the loss, but we've seen this guy lose. So he runs around with this gift. It's not even a gift of gab. Everything he says is corny. Give him his just due. Okay. Now you're going to get it. He's not beating Tyson Fury. If he does, whoop-de-fucking-do. But y'all know my stance on that. Drew, what do you think will happen? Who do you got winning that fight? Well, I think Tyson beats him. But what do you hope to see? I hope the building collapse on both of these mother effers. I don't like them. Bad for boxing. They're both cheaters, by the way. Now, AJ has a testosterone exemption or whatever. But Tyson Fury has a record, a criminal record. He's been suspended. By the way, I just want to know how this fight is happening in the UK because they suspended his license. So maybe the statutes of limitations ran out and now he can go back. But remember, he was fighting in America not because he wanted to, but because he had to. Because he had no fighting license in the UK. By the way, the UK that he said didn't treat him well, and he's an American fighter now. He came out dressed like Apollo Creed. Remember that? He said they announced me as being a fighter from Las Vegas. The UK didn't treat me well. And Dillian Whyte, where's your B sample, man? Your B sample. Against Oscar Rivas, right? So there's a lot going on in this picture, man. But hey, it's news. I'm bringing it to you. And the sad fact is, nobody stateside is talking about this. I repeat, nobody stateside is talking about this. But I'm bringing it to you. And this is my opinion. So if you're a Dillian Whyte fan and you're stateside, represent. If you're a Tyson Fury fan, stateside, represent. But Bud Crawford fans can't even represent properly because his greatness don't match his numbers. This guy, Tyson Fury, his greatness didn't match his numbers without a proper dance partner. And if it's that bad for him, Dillian Whyte, non-existent over here. So AJ's rooting for Whyte. I think it's sour grapes. You got Usyk issues, my man. Stay out of their business, man. Go have a seat. It's ridiculous. Boxing, please. Terminated. Bronx on deck. Move!